Hi, hello?
Hello? Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, were you on the phone with a gentleman that sounded Indian a second ago?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you, ma'am, that person wasn't from actual tech support. I deal with fraud, like he was a scammer. He was trying to ask.
Yeah, I figured that when he was trying to download stuff on my computer.
Yeah, just I wanted to warn you for the future. Like if someone ever tells you to install something like that on your computer, it's like 99% always a scam, okay?
Imagine stumbling across a website that seems harmless, claiming it can help you with your new Alexa. You click, and there's a friendly download link. But instead of the help you expected, you're caught in a scam designed to take your money. This is the story of someone who decided to fight back. Today we're diving into a scammer call center, where scammers panic, tape up their webcams, and smash laptops. As our hero exposes their tricks, stick around because this gets wild.
Yeah, you speak to one of my superiors, okay? Hold on.
Okay, let me speak to him.
Yes, how may I help you?
Yeah, so I bet I can actually guess your name. Yeah.
My name is...
Sanjeev. Your name is Sanjeev, and your friend next to you is wearing a brown shirt. So, Sanjeev, why are you scamming people, Sanjeev?
Let's go back and see how the scam started. The victim just wants to set up their Alexa. They search Google for the official Alexa app, and they see a link, a sponsored ad. That looks like what they need. Looks pretty convincing, right? Well, that's where the trap is.
A fake website that's offering Alexa support? Well, someone who just purchased themselves a brand new Amazon Alexa device, and when they tried to set it up, the instructions informed them to download the Alexa app. So they go on Google and search something up like download Alexa app, but instead of coming across the Google Play Store or the App Store, they get those fake sponsored scam links that I showed you previously. Now on the website, the victim is given multiple options of download. I'm using Windows, so I go ahead and initiate the download for Windows. And I get this fake looking progress bar, and after it loads, it gives me the exact same error message every single time. Reading network error, we couldn't complete your download, please chat with us for more info. And under that, a little option to join the chat. At this point, I know exactly where this is going. As soon as I join the support chat, the scammers will ask me for my name and phone number for a callback to my cell phone. Once they have me on the phone, they will convince me that I need to install remote access software for them to fix the issue. And I do the one thing that you are never supposed to do. I let them remotely gain access to my computer, but while they attempt to connect to me, I am actually connecting back to them, reversing the access onto their computer.
The website looks professional. It's calm, inviting, and seems legit. Until you click download. Suddenly a fake progress bar pops up and then bam, network error. Please chat with us for support. Classic bait. Next, a chat box shows up offering help. This is where the scam really starts. And here's the scary part. As the victim reaches out for support, they're actually reaching out to a scammer whose job it is to earn their trust and then steal from them.
What is
Let me just show
me,
you.
I don't know
Let
what
me
the
just show
IP
you.
is.
Look over here. Do you see that here?
What is that?
These are the people who are connected with your computer, sir.
They're connected with my
Right now.
computer right now?
But this isn't where our story ends. Nope, in this case, the victim wasn't who they seemed.
I let them remotely gain access to my computer, but while they attempt to connect to me, I am actually connecting back to them, reversing the access onto their computer. What is that?
Let me just show
me,
you.
I don't know
Let
what the
me just
IP
show you.
is.
Look over here. Do you see that here?
What is that?
These are the people who are connected with your computer, sir.
They're connected with my
Right now.
computer right now? Right now, the scammer is connected to my computer, but I've actually connected right back to hers, and I'm watching her computer screen as she attempts to run the scam.
With your devices, yes. And in order to do that, sir, in order to install the device, the drivers, and to make sure that they work fine on your computer and there'll be no trouble in the future.
Instead, they were a hacker who knew how to flip the script. While the scammer thought they were gaining control of a victim's computer, our hero had a different plan. They reversed the connection, breaking into the scammer's system instead.
And to make sure that they work fine on your computer and there'll be no trouble in the future. How long you want the driver? So you want it for the 2 years, you want it for the 3, 5, 10.
Now, while the so-called issues on the computer are actually completely normal, and everything the scammer has told me up to this point has been a lie, you will now try to pitch me one of their bogus support plans. Oh, okay, and what's it called? Okay, so I see the price here. It says $299 for 2 years. And then I see $390.
For the protection of your phone.
Yeah.
Yes, for that, it is the protection on your devices as well. For example, if in the future somebody gets connected with your computer or your IP address and they try to do anything bad activity on the devices of yours, they won't be able to connect with you, so.
Okay, wonderful. So that's all I have to do is pay for the security and all those problems will stop?
Yes.
but there was not a single problem in the first place with this fake virtual computer that I created 10 minutes ago. And honestly, I wasted enough of this scammer's time, so I decided to confront her about the scam.
Yes, sir. Do you want this, driver? Do you want this security, or you don't want this, sir?
I don't know. Some of those services were supposed to be running. Some of them are supposed to be stopped. Some of them are supposed to be running. And you're telling me there's something wrong with my computer. I'm starting to think that you're a scammer. Are you a scammer?
Why would I be a scammer?
It sounds like you're a scammer. Why are you disconnecting from my computer, you fake scammer?
That's what you think, sir.
But that's the truth. You know you're a scammer, right? You're lying
That's
to
not the
me.
truth.
All right, so where are you located
No.
right now? Where are you located right now?
This is where it gets interesting. The hacker now has eyes inside the scammer's world. Imagine that. The moment the scammer thought they had another easy target, they were the ones being hacked. The tables had turned, and it was time for some payback.
First thing I wanted to do was make a mini map of the call center. In total, they had 12 camera views, and by doing a simple head count, I could see that there were around 15 to 20 agents usually on the floor at once. I spotted them many times eating and socializing, just like in any normal job.
Tan tan. अरे यार.
Now, while I gained access to only one machine in this call center and just breached their CCTV security cameras, I didn't know how I was going to further advance my investigation in proving that these people are guaranteed scammers. I had access to their cameras, but they didn't have a feature that allowed me to listen into the audio, and even if I could listen into the audio, it would be very difficult for me to record any scams. The scammers were actually nice enough to have call recording on their phone system switched on, but even better yet, they had an application on some of their machines by the name of Flashback Recorder, which is an application that not only screen records the actual desktop display, but the microphone connected to that computer. Now yes, I can match the timeline of the audio to the timeline of the CCTV's internal playback to watch scams that have happened in the past, but the scammers have made it even easier for me by not using any traditional phone systems, but rather virtual ones. I ended up getting access to a couple more machines in this call center, which allowed me to get some rock-solid evidence of their activities.
Okay, that is also not working. It's giving me the same error message. Can't reach this page.
Ma'am, I'll do one thing for you. I'll guide you some steps on your computer. Please follow it. Let me connect with your computer remotely and I'll set it up for you. Would that work?
Suddenly, we're no longer just looking at a browser window. We're inside the call center. Yes, you heard that right. The hacker managed to get into the CCTV footage. 12 different camera feeds showing the scam call center in real time. Picture rows of desks, young men and women at computers, eating snacks, laughing and chatting, all totally unaware that someone was watching them. They were on display, and soon, they were all going to be exposed. But how do you prove these people are scammers? The hacker had a plan. They waited until one of the scammers, let's call him Sanji, was deep in conversation with a victim, and that's when the hacker called.
Yeah, you speak to one of my superiors, okay? Hold on.
Okay, let me speak to him.
Yes, how may I help you?
Yeah, so I bet I can actually guess your name. Yeah.
My name is...
Sanjeev. Your name is Sanjeev, and your friend next to you is wearing a brown shirt. So, Sanjeev, why are you scamming people, Sanjeev?
What?
Yeah, your name is Sanjeev.
No.
Yeah, your name is Sanjeev.
No.
Yeah, you know Chavi Goy. You know Chavi and Rajat. You know Rajat? Rajat?
No.
Yeah, Avnit, the HR manager. So, Sanjeev, let's talk for a bit. You know I can see you right now. Wave at the camera. You see the CCTV camera? You see the cameras right above you?
No, you are wrong.
Look up at the CCTV, Sanjeev. Sanjeev, look at the CCTV. Look at the CCTV, Sanjeev.
No, man, you are wrong.
No, I'm wrong. So you're running scams, right, Sanjeev? You're running scams?
No.
Yes, you are.
Man, no.
I can tell you your job. Your job is to manage all of the chats. So like the people send you the chat,
No.
and then you give it to the. So how are you not the scammer? Explain to me how you're not the scammer, Sanjeev. Explain to me.
No, you are wrong.
Are you
You are
panicking?
wrong, please, man. You're
The
wrong.
HR manager is right next to you.
You can almost feel the tension. Sanji, why are you scamming people? There's a pause. Sanji freezes, his eyes widen. He stammers, and then the hacker describes what Sanji is wearing, down to the brown shirt, and his friends beside him. The panic was real. They could see him through the CCTV feed.
गड़बड़ हो गई है सर कैमरा किसी के कंट्रोल में है परमिंदर ने बात की फिर उसने बोला कि फेक है मैंने ली कॉल यू आर संजीव आई नो यू मैनेज ऑल चैट फिर परमिंदर को भी बोला, परमिंदर को बोला उसने कि तूने ब्राउन शर्ट डाली हुई है। हाँ, और आपका नाम ले रहा था राजा हैं? हैं? ऐसे बोला राजा के अंदर गया। ये अपना बंदा होगा कि कोई है कोई?
In that moment, Sanji's life changed. He wasn't in control anymore. He was the one being hunted. The call center floor erupted into chaos. Scammers rushed around, their eyes darting toward the cameras, whispering, and even trying to cover the lens.
They finally told her everything that had happened. Due to a technical issue, I wasn't able to get audio to this portion of the confrontation, but we can see the HR manager Avnet looking visually concerned when she notices her webcam light is on as well. Of course, she doesn't know anything about computers, so she leaves the room to grab someone with more experience. Fortunately for us, this is the HR manager and not the IT guy, so instead of taping the actual webcam itself, she taped the webcam light instead.
बताओ क्या हुआ है? मुझे तो बता ही सकते हो।
You can't help but feel some satisfaction as you watch the chaos. Finally, these scammers were feeling the fear they put in others.
Hello?
Yeah, can you please pass the call back to David? Or not?
I am, you are already talking to him.
Oh, I'm speaking to David right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so David, you're wearing a brown shirt right now, right? You're wearing a brown shirt? Like, look behind you. You know,
no.
So you know Skyfair Travels? Look at the CCTV cameras behind you. Like, look behind you.
I don't know what all you're
like,
saying.
Turn around in your chair. Turn around. Like, turn around. Like, I'm looking at you. Turn around in your chair. No, bro. Turn around. Oh, he's getting someone. He's getting someone right now, I think.
But our hero wasn't done. The hacker went even deeper. They accessed not just the CCTV, but also internal files, employee resumes, the layout of the call center, even pay records. They had all the data they needed to expose these criminals.
This was evident from the many photos I downloaded from the scammers' computers, showing payments made via credit card and checks, anywhere from $100 to $1,200 or even $3,000 for absolutely nothing. This photo in particular that made me really disgusted with these scammers, showing how they forced an elderly-looking man to open his webcam, write a check for them, and send it off to some random shell company in the United States. This is not only why I wanted to identify the heartless scammers in India, but also the people facilitating the laundering of money. Because processing checks internationally is far more difficult and could arouse suspicion, the scammers will instead have their victims make them payable to shell companies in the United States.
And that's exactly what they did. They reported these scammers to the authorities, took down their Google ads, their website, and even refunded payments directly from their PayPal accounts. One by one, the scammers' tools were dismantled.
So at this point, I didn't really know how I was going to get the information of all 30 of these employees, but that's when I noticed someone on one of the camera views in a separate cabin. This individual is Avnet. She would turn out to be one of the HR managers working in this call center. And my proof of this is that the room she operates in literally has a sign that says HR room, and this is where I actually use the CCTV cameras to my advantage. I simply watched the cameras until Avnet would come into the office, waited for her to take the laptop out of her bag, watched her connect to the hijacked internet that I had access to, and then I was able to pivot to her computer directly. On her computer alone, I downloaded over 500 files containing confidential data. I can tell you this because the first few files I clicked on had things like employee resumes, photos of their ID cards, even pictures of the scammers themselves, and finally a spreadsheet that contains all of the agents' and managers' personal names, phone numbers, email addresses, and the exact location of where they live. This is a big leak into the company's employee data, and the reason the HR manager would store the scammer's ID photos on her computer was because these scammers don't use traditional keys to enter the call center, but rather access cards. Here I can see the HR manager using the portal to request a new access card for one of the agents. It says she's using an account owned by someone with the name of Bekuchas, and we can see a company name on the left side that reads Sky Sailor Ventures Private Limited. And if I do a quick Google search of that company, the first thing that comes up is a scammer.info post that was created back in November of 2021. The information listed on that post were things like the director's names of the company, Bekuchat Rora and Rajat Sharma. And where have I seen those names before? Well, I saw it 10 seconds ago on the HR manager's laptop when she logged into the portal to submit the access card. And at this point, I already found public records of these two scam fraudsters registering Sky Sailor Ventures Private Limited back in 2019. This would turn out to be the real Indian company. So here I could confirm that Rajat and Bekuchat running a scam call center in Punjab, India. And if you still don't believe me, I went and found Rajat's LinkedIn account, which showed me a photo of how he looks like. And what do you know? The HR manager has a photo of someone on her hard drive that looks very similar to the profile picture on LinkedIn. This is Rajat.
Even when the CCTV cameras were taken offline, it was too late. The hacker had gotten what they needed. The operation was exposed, and the scammers were left in chaos, scrambling to cover their tracks, smashing laptops in desperation, but ultimately failing.
मेरे सिस्टम क्या बोलते हैं इसमें ना सर ने बोला कि इसको शट डाउन नहीं करना एक बार से अच्छा सिर्फ टेपिंग करनी है ना कैमरे की अब तो मैं कैमरा कवर कर अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है ये तो वैसे इसमें पता ही नहीं होता मैं भी सोच रही थी इसको किसी दिन कवर करने का
वेबकैम इसका चल रहा है
हाँ अच्छा
लाइट जल रही है आप
हाँ
वेबकैम चल रहा है
वो ऐसे चला होगा
It's easy to think that these scams are someone else's problems, something that happens to other people. But the truth is, these scammers target everyone. They prey on fear, and they make millions doing it. The footage of an elderly man forced to show his face and write a check for thousands of dollars, it's a reminder of how evil these scams are. Real people are getting hurt, their money stolen, their trust destroyed. This story is a warning, but also a sign of hope. It shows that there are people willing to fight back, people capable of turning the tables, even in the tricky world of cyber scams. The satisfaction of watching these scammers panic, realizing they were caught, is something that sticks. A small bit of justice in a world that sometimes feels tilted in favor of the bad guys. If you take anything from this story, let it be this. Stay alert. Scammers rely on us not paying attention, acting quickly, and trusting too easily. And while it's great to know that some people are exposing these criminals, we need to be careful too. Never install software just because someone tells you to. Always make sure websites are legitimate before giving any information. Our hero got these scammers to smash their laptops in panic, but we have the power to stop them from getting into our lives in the first place. Let's make it harder for them. Let's share these stories, educate ourselves, and protect each other from falling for these scams. The more we know, the safer we are. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.